Yeah, at Bray Lake, Saturday the 6th of May 2017 with Dick and boat 11, our boat for the 2017 Atlantic attempt. So, all the usual characters: Snoopy the Viking, his navigation light, the solar panels to keep the system going for months on end, and then mostly test equipment. Mobius video camera that Dick will switch on just before he launches it. All this is test equipment, text to speech, loudspeakers so we can hear what the boat is thinking, and we'll pick that up on trunny radios on the bank, and so the sound gets it to us. We've got an FM transmitter here, and we've got a very important GPS logger recording the movement of the boat every second. So, right, oh yeah, wind is, as it has been yesterday, which is from the northeast, probably about 15 miles an hour, and the change is Dick's idea, which is, instead of a great big fin at the front, is this extended fin here, so hopefully the boat will be balanced better. So, let's give it a try. I hear rotor blades. Oh right, yeah. Won't bother to move the camera. As in Hitchhiker's Guide. Right, he has eventually lined up with that big old tree on the island.
She's actually done it before, so...
Yeah, he's done it before on this mission, has he?
Well, she's done it before, so,
oh, right.
so she was just refreshing herself.
Ah.
30 metres.
Yeah, he's thought to do with... Now, we have got what little wind there is from the north at the moment, so when that reaches it, it should... Yeah, flags are flying nice and strong here.
Oh, no, and look.
He's starting to move.
Yeah, take him off here.
Lovely. He's still close to the wind, looking at his flag at the back. There. Should pick up, because we've still got the wind from the north, or northeast. Come on, just get a better wind.
0.3 knots.
Yeah, exactly. Struggling. Right, he's just caught something. Inching forward a little bit more. There's another landmark, which is the willow tree, where there's a gap for the island, where they sometimes creep around the back of the island. So
Oh, is that the gap right?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. One of the videos he got, I can't remember who it was now, came round the back for a boat rescue.
Now, I knew there was a gap through there.
Yeah.
But I'd always thought it was way over where that big inlet is over there. But
could be.
I think you're right, actually.
Difficult to say, really.
I'm just remembering the drone overhead view.
We just have to consult the immortal Google mapping. Right, just as a reminder, he's trying to get to a waypoint which is about there, near the island. Waypoint Delta. So he's dropped back, hasn't he, since we noticed that?
Yeah.
Wind is...
But he needed to go sort of this way to get the wind to come further away from the island before he can.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's all based on luck, really.
Well, yeah, right. But its natural tacking is working efficiently, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
He could have allowed himself just to drift straight back into the island.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Right. 28 metres. Well, that wind's coming up stronger, but where we are, I suppose you've still got to look out over there, still roughly from the north, which is good.
It's flagged straight out the back.
Yeah. Of course, what happens is the wind wraps around the island, so it puts a bit more east in it the way it is at the moment.
He's got a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely past where he was. Right, 28 metres is the best, but hopefully we'll hear a smaller value soon.
He's going backwards.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, look at that jib flattering.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
There he's got it.
Still the 28 metres. Come on, let's get closer than 28 metres. Oh, that's a good turn, as you say, away from the island, I think. Can't really tell from here.
It was away from it,
Yeah. Right, get a bit of speed and turn in.
Yeah.
I just noticed that was quite a fast turn, wasn't it?
It built up a bit of speed coming this way, yeah.
So that implies, in terms of... right, he's got past another edge of bushes.
In terms of the balance,
yeah.
it's turning, I think it's doing quite well, actually.
Yeah. That size of fin is a very convenient one. to.
It's similar to boat 10 because that had a big front, didn't it?
I can't remember now.
I think it was sort of
Yeah.
looked like that. You know?
Yeah.
But it didn't go as deep.
Right.
I keep thinking, I ought to have a go at this.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
then I think, I don't know anything about electronics.
Oh no, that's easy. That's easy because that's just a case of saying the bit that's, you know, the autopilots is fine. What takes all the time is the blooming building and modifying the boats. But of course, we've got, I'll say this on camera, we've got 2 boats, one of which we have on video testing, are hulls where all the work is, and from Roger Llewellyn, Team George and Dragon.
Yeah.
So we just need to meet up with Roger, and which we've got in the diaries. Well, not in the diaries, but scheduled as soon as it's available. Roger's time is available. Right. Definitely. So.
16 metres at 53 degrees.
Yeah, 16 metres. And again, he's turned conveniently away from the island to catch the wind. Hopefully he'll turn into catching a bit of wind now. So target Delta is on the left of their picture, which is where there's some boats moored, and there's another buoy nearer the island.
11 metres.
Right, so he's getting close to the box.
Picked up a good bit of speed there, so he's virtually there now.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Brilliant. He's made it into the Delta box, so he's on the way to base, back to us at the drain to complete his mission. Of course, he's coming pretty well directly into wind when the wind is from the north, but he should be all right when he's near the island because of the wind veering around the island.
He's going to get a bit becalmed when he gets close by there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's okay. Dick will wait out for it. Right, getting up a bit of speed.
Scope out.
Yeah. We should see quite a lot of compensation with him pointing to our left. He should hear it saying every now and again, right. So the last thing he says in that load of information and data will be, if it's working properly, is probably right, which is a right correction. usual problem, can't see him with the viewfinder. Right, when I know where he is when I see the surfer approaching from our right, lining up, then I know, right, it's just coming up now, there, so that's where he must be. Yeah, it's right, it'll be a struggle, but he's getting there. So now he's coming directly upwind, so it's a good test of that. So, although it's fluttering about, isn't it? That flag on the top. At the end of the day, we've got
Wind's
trees.
Off to be quite light.
Yes, that was it. It's forecast, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a flutter in his sails. Well, the jib is what notices it. So what we should be seeing in terms of, because we're pretty well at the base he's aiming at, he should either be pointing at us or pointing to our left, yeah? To correct for the effect of drift. Oh, that was said left 74, which is...
Yeah, but I think he's got to occasionally go, because the wind's going straight towards him. If
Yeah.
he doesn't go left sometimes, he won't make headway up wind, you know.
Yeah.
He's got to go left and right, but
Yeah,
more
he's-
right than left.
No, we've got a classic case at the moment where he... So just a question of seeing how the balance of the boat copes now. This is going to be a lot of this, where he's... I think that was 77 metres, I think.
See, the flag,
Listen
the
out
flag's
for-
out the side.
Yeah. I just thinking, I thought I heard it say compass 159, but then again, this is the trouble. By the time he says something, it's half a minute later.
Yeah.
Right, within 56 metres of base.
There's a headless swan.
Yes.
Oh, he's just...
Right. Yeah, he was. There we go. Yeah, headless swan.
Headless swan.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, much more interesting than watching the boat. But what's more interesting is where we have a close encounter. Well, there's a chance of that as well. Well, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So his target is base, where Dick is. In fact, it's just about there. And he's saying, oh, I'm going to have a look at this swan. Oh, we've got branches in the way. Let me take the camera off of its tripod. Right, he's aiming for Dick. Just there. Now he's probably going to run ground earlier, I suppose. But that's still not too bad. Oh, it's interesting, I can see weed there as well. That is pretty good. Yeah. Right. Well, it's a question of what should we do? Turn off the Mobius camera now, do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, Dick's turning off the Mobius camera now. And the time is roughly, 12 minutes past. Does it look as though it's off?
Yeah, do you want the TTS off?
Okay. Right, Dick is switching on the video camera, Mobius video camera, and then he's going to see if he can walk down carefully, and we'll see if he falls over. He's got his waders on. The water's quite shallow where we're launching from at the moment. Otherwise we just drop it in there. Okay, when you're ready, anytime. According to that, it says he's doing 2.4 knots in his direction to Alpha. Alpha is his first waypoint, and roughly out there. Those corrections left. Should be corrections to cover the drift due to the wind of the water, which is could be 1.5 miles an hour due to the half a mile an hour due to the wind at the moment. Oh, no, we don't have any collision avoidance.
hoping they were alert.
Well, he's doing all right at the moment.
Oh, it's at Alpha already?
He's there, yeah, made Alpha, and that's right. He should be steering due west. Right. Question is if he keeps going that way, which he should do. So he's now on his way down the lake to waypoint Bravo, which is just to the right of the lone tree and those surfboarders. Right, target Bravo is just to the right of the lone tree where those surfers are at the moment. And when he gets there we should see him turn. Right, when he turns, he'll be coming close to the wind. Coming back. Actually, it won't be too bad because he'll be coming to waypoint Charlie, so he should have a side wind, okay. Here, he's just hit it. So he's just about to leave the Bravo box on his way to Charlie. Right, Charlie is just on the left of their picture at the moment. Right, so it's really close to Charlie. Right, so it looks like Charlie from where we are here is just to the left.
Yeah.
Near that apex in the trees, to the left of the place with the gable.
You'd say 14 metres. You might be a bit north of it.
Yeah, not sure. As long as he keeps pointing roughly the right way. I think it's dropping off the wind there. It's caught the wind again. I have a job seeing it in the viewfinder. It's not really a daylight viewfinder I've got on this camera. Right, he's just changed direction. I think that was 21 metres.
Away from trying to get to Charlie, but moving away from it.
Well, it's because he's going into the wind. The problem is I can't see him in the viewfinder of the camera. I'm relying on where he lines up with like that surfer.
He's overshot it, you see, so he's trying to come back to it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's what you expect as long as he keeps doing it. And potentially it'll be worse. Looking at the wind is still roughly the same.
Yeah.
But you know, when we get a chance to analyse the data, possibly need to look at the video as well, then we'll see whether he's still got a bit of too much, whether it is weather helm or lee helm or whatever. As you said, we can adjust that fin. Well, thing is, he still looks as though he's doing the right things. It's just what can take an age, because if he's going directly into a wind, we've had him on 24/7, obviously a different boat, but the same sort of steering and stuff, and he's stayed for hours in a gale force wind. that wind has dropped off here. Takes a while for the conditions to get across the lake. North wind we've got, coming up stronger again, which should be good for the route he's got to take. How many metres that was?
19 metres, I thought.
Yeah.
He's just going around.
He's right on the edge of the box. Exactly.
At least he's trying. He's not just getting lost.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's just a case of little tweaks to the balance of the boat.
Metres at 63 degrees.
Very close. The box is only about, I think, I can't remember now, but 10 metres or so around the waypoint either side. He's moving.
What he needs to do is to turn back.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, all these things are happening by just luck and balance. Back. This will be a good section. It may be very boring, but looking in detail at exactly what's happening, mostly with the Mobius camera, we get a feel where a tweak to the balance of the boat might help. I don't see the sails fluttering. Right, so he's within literally a metre or two. Yeah, he made it! Right, got there eventually. Target Charlie, round about 28 minutes past 10 GMT. Right, so he's hit Charlie. He's on his way to Delta, which is due west. Sorry, due east. So Delta lines up near the island, roughly where those boats are. So he's on his way to Delta from Charlie. Struggling to see him now. The only way I do this is by I can see him. Yeah. I have to line him up visually with the eye, and then look at the landmarks, which are the trees in the background. And there's a glimpse of a house, a slight flutter of the sail. And of course those surfers are very useful because I can see one is just about to line up now, and then of course the camera goes out of focus. Yeah, I can just see him.
I think he got in an awkward position where he was just the leeward side of the box, but only just. So he was trying to tack up to the box, but because he was so close, he was hardly on one leg before he had to do the next leg.
Exactly.
So he couldn't get a good run at it, you know.
Yeah. We might actually have the luxury of being able to compare the track, because the conditions are similar, without any change to a keel, with this one that you suggested, and say, oh, it's somewhere between the two paths, or a little bit more. Because we're at the limit of range here. So we're relying on the tranny radio to hear what's going on the boats. Because I think also the frequency in there is shifting slowly as the batteries run low.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah. So I'm having to retune it occasionally. But I mean, it's really useful to have. Right, it's got a flutter there. I reckon the wind's slightly different direction on the other side, still from the north over here.
.72 degrees, but his compass was 98. So if it's a bigger number, if the compass is a bigger number, he's to the right of the course. And if it's a lower number, the compass is, it's to the left of the course. So he should be turning left. He seems to be like he was right of the course.
Yeah, but that's only part of the cycle. So, and it's also half,
But it wasn't changing much then. It was
No, I mean all you can really do is go see what the boat's doing, and then we can see later. But I mean,
but he was going right of the course down there because
Yeah.
he ended up south of it, and he's going right of it here. So the rudder was centre, wasn't it?
Yeah. With everything, you know, I say absolutely. Yeah, I did check that when it was put in the car. So
he's drifting south of the course line.
yeah, but well, on the plot we see the thing is we'll have two directions. The wind's been roughly the same. So if he's always drifting south of the course line, that is due to the effect of the water drift. Okay, which is the thing that we.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is the course and compass, whereas before it was turning it back onto the course.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when we look at the GPS track, if we see that in both directions it's got a curve, if you like, south, that's downwind, and because it's the same in both directions, it can't be something like the rudder.
Oh yeah.
Then
it's the effect of the wind.
Yeah. But I mean, basically, he's doing as well as I think most boats have. I think, well, you might find with pure GPS only logic it would be better, but that's because it's more forgiving with a badly balanced boat.
Now he's turning into the
and the wind shifted just here.
He held it for too long if he's gone right round.
Yeah, well, that's expected, yeah. I mean, basically, whenever... I mean, all the boats are the same on the basis that when you're going close to the wind, even if the wind is stable, you're relying on sort of random effects. And of course, when the wind shifts, it can help you or it can hinder. Right, so he's... I must get myself a little box so that I don't have light shining on the viewfinder, because that's the biggest pain of the lot with this camera. I'm not going to do it now. Wind up the angle, go round to the front of the camera.
No, so get it to kick. Does it shade the light so you can see the?
Right, he's got an umbrella.
Better?
Dick's got an umbrella over the top. No, I've got the same problem.
It doesn't help at all.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it could be something silly. I mean, might have a brightness control on the camera because I don't know. Definitely see the jib fluttering, which means he must be pretty close to the wind there. slipping back at the moment. That's recovered. Jib fluttering again, means he's close to the wind. Yes. Just saw those flags. There is quite a lot of east. The wind has shifted, it's coming from the east now, which confirms that the boat is trying to go directly into the wind, and that's why he's had such a lot of trouble. But he's made a bit of progress, even in those few seconds. Yeah, looking at the flags, the wind has been going directly against him all this time.
The guy on the windsurfer that I was talking to before you came was saying he wanted to get out here early because it was forecast to drop off gradually, the wind speed.
Ah, right.
So that's why he came early.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going directly upwind, and every now and again he's falling right off, as right now. He's just got so close to the wind that he fell off. So he's turned round, pick up a bit of speed, and then hopefully turn back in the right direction.
Yeah.
He might have already done it. Yeah, while I was speaking.
The battery's gone on this one, I think.
Yeah.
Could be. No, it's not electronics.
Yeah, we got 2 tranny radios here, or at least 2, and Dick just said the batteries ran flat on one of them. There's so many things that batteries can run flat on.
Yeah.
Talk about test equipment that's brought in added, which is absolutely essential for testing. So he's fighting his way pretty well upwind to target delta, which is near the island and pretty well in that direction, near where those boats are parked, and there's a surfer. geese. Where's he gone? Do you remember what time we took off? Was it about 5
10,
past?
I think.
Huh?
I thought it was 10 past 11.
Right. So yeah, 10 past 11 local time. About 10:45 now. So, yeah, anyhow, in total that is about 35 minutes. Which isn't bad under the conditions.
You picked up a good speed there.
That flag on the boat is really useful,
Yeah.
right? Because when it sticks out the side, out the back, you know, right, it's going into the wind, even if it's not directly. And if he's still making progress, you say that's pretty good. Oh, he's moving now, that's good. For a short time. Yeah, a bit of flutter. I think that's 39 metres.
Yeah. Good, you wouldn't believe what it is, what the reason is, or what the reason they think. Dropping off a bit.
Right, I can see him again. It's very difficult with this viewfinder. "29 metres, I think."
Yeah.
Hello, we've got a stealthy approach coming up here. Somebody coming along with muffled oars. Watch out for them. Right, mission accomplished. So, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from him.
Right.